All right, so today, this is your Unit 2 review for my advanced class. So the first problem says Thomas's father gave him 500 Pokemon cards. Each week, Thomas purchases 10 Pokemon cards to add to his collection. Okay, so he starts off with 500. So he starts off with 500 plus 10W. He says, which inequality can be used to find W, the number of weeks after starting his collection that when Thomas will have more than 1,000 Pokemon cards. So 1,000 is total. It says more than, so it's going to be greater than. So the answer would be A. Okay, number 2. Find the solution to the inequality and graph it on the number line. So we have, I'm going to write that equality a little bit better. Negative 8x plus 4 is greater than 36. So we draw a line down this. I'm going to look at the 4. The 4 is being added, so I subtract 4 from both sides. These cancel out. Negative 8x comes down. 36 minus 4 is 32. Divide by negative 8. And you get x is negative 4. And your sign will flip because you just divided both sides by a negative. So when you plot it, 0, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. An open circle will go above the negative 4, and it will go to the left. Okay, now we have this equation, which is 3x plus 5 equals 20. So we solve it. Subtract 5 from both sides. You get 3x equals 15. Divide 3 to both sides. You get x equals 5. Okay, number 4. Which situation can be represented by the inequality 3.25x minus 7.50 is greater than 100? Okay, so A says Mark has a balance of $750. Mark has a balance of $7.50 in his savings account and deposits $3.25 each week. So that means he's starting off $7.50 plus $3.25 each week. Well, that's wrong because we're not adding. Mark charges $3.25 of gas plus $7.50. So it's $3.25 plus $7.50 per hour. So that's $7.50x. Well, that's wrong. Mark earns 3.25%. Well, percentage is wrong because that's, as a decimal, that'd be 0.0325. So it means this one has to be right. Mark spends $7.50 on supplies for a bake sale and sells each cupcake for $3.25. What is X? The number of cupcakes Mark must sell to earn a profit of more than $100. So he has $3.25 per cupcake minus the $7.50 he spent on supplies. And he wants a profit of more than $100. Good. Okay, number 5. The model represents the equation. What's the value of x? Well, my key says these big guys are my x's. So that's 3x, and these are just 1. So that's 3x plus 4 is equal to 16. So I'll just draw my line, subtract 4 from both sides. Get 3x is equal to 12. Divide by 3. You get x equals 4. So the answer is 4. Okay, number 6. If x equals negative 2, which inequality is true? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in. So I'm going to do negative 5 minus 3 times negative 2, which equals negative 5 plus 6. Whoops, I don't know why I put that. Equals 1. So is 1 greater than 15? No. So now I'll do negative 3 minus 5 times negative 2, which equals negative 3 plus 10 is equal to 7. Is 7 less than negative 16? No, it's actually greater than. Okay, 1 minus 2 times negative 2 is equal to 1 plus 4, which equals 5. Is 5 greater than 3? Yes. Last one, 2 minus 5 times negative 2, which equals 2 plus 10, which equals 12. Is 12 less than negative 5? No. Okay, number 7. The measure of two angles in a triangle is shown in the diagram. Which equation can be used to find the value of x? Well, so these are telling me these are the same measurements, these are the same sides. So it means that this has to be the same angle. So I know if I do x plus 35, it has to equal 180 because all three sides of a triangle add up to equal 180. So it equals 2x plus 35, which equals 180. So the answer should be A. 13. 8. Renting movies from Amazon costs $3.50 per movie, plus a monthly fee of $8. Okay, well, so I'm gonna put A for Amazon is $3.50 per movie, so 350x, plus a monthly fee of $8. Renting movie games from Redbox, or renting movie / games from Redbox, costs $6 per movie. Okay, so Redbox is just 6x. The monthly cost to rent movies depends on the number of movies rented. Right inequality represents the situation when the monthly cost at Amazon is less than the monthly cost at Redbox. So it means that Amazon has to be cheaper than Redbox, so Redbox is going to be eaten. Number 9, the model represents the equation. So right here, these guys say it's negative 2x plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 6. Drop down my equal sign, 3x minus 4. So you draw your line. Whoops, I forgot my x over here. I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides because I like my variable on the left. This will be negative 5x plus 6 is equal to negative 4. Well, that 6 is being added, so you subtract 6 from both sides. So that'd be negative 5x equals negative 10. Why do I keep dropping the letter? So I'm going to have negative 5x equals negative 10. Divide negative 5 from both sides. You get x equals a positive 2. All right, number 10. Which situation can be represented by the equation? So we have the equation 50 plus 7x is equal to 725. 500 plus 7x is equal to 725 minus 10x. So F. Brianna started with savings of $500 and spends $10 of her savings every week. So it's $500 minus 10x. Well, that's off to the wrong start. G. Brianna earns 500 points on each level of video games. Brian earns 725 points on each level of the video game. What is X? The number of levels that Brian and Brianna would have to play in order to have the same equal points. Well, that doesn't work because this doesn't even finish the equation. Brianna started with 500 Pokemon cards. She collects 75. It's not supposed to be 75. She's supposed to collect 7 more cards every day. Brian started with 725 Pokemon, and he collects 10 more every day. Well, that's wrong because they're both collecting, while this one's supposed to be subtracting. So that's wrong. Brianna has a pool that originally contained 500 fluid ounces of water and is beginning filled at a rate of 7 fluid ounces per minute. So that's 500 plus 7x. Okay, Brian has a pool that's originally contained 725 fluid ounces and is being drained. So let's subtract 10x. Well, there you go. That's right. Okay, last one. What's the value of x makes the equation true? Basically means to solve it. So you draw your line. Again, I love having my variable on the left side. So I'm going to subtract 0.8x from both sides. 0.5 minus 0.8 is negative 0.3x minus 7 equals 11. I'm going to add 7 to both sides. You get negative 0.3x is equal to 18. You divide negative 0.3 to both sides. And then when you divide it, you get x is equal to negative 60. All right. So just as a word of advice, if you can do well on the review, you should do well on the test, especially if you take your time and make sure you check your work. Thank you, guys.